Hello, 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 my beautiful souls. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Linda here. I am a life coach, psychic, and a medium, and I am based in the west of Ireland. And I am all here to share all things life, okay? To keep things real, keep shit real, share what life is like living in the west of Ireland, what it's like to work full time, grow a business, what it's like to be 45 years of age and in peri-menopause for the last 5 years. So, I suppose one of the first things that comes to mind for me now, first of all, disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I am not qualified when it comes to, health, nutrition. I am here sharing my personal experience, okay, my personal experience. So my mother started her menopause when she was 40 and she took HRT. I have 5 siblings in my family, all women, and I suppose to give you like a short synopsis, I always had pretty normal periods. I always wanted children. I haven't given birth to my own children. And there's always ins and outs when it comes to that in relation to what your menopause is going to be like, or so I've read, or so doctors have said. Okay, so for me, I always thought that I was going to start menopause pretty early. So once I kind of started coming up to 40, I started to feel differently. I can remember saying to a few people or whatever, I think I'm going through the perimenopause. And to be fair, and I can see it, some people would think, oh, I was being melodramatic, because I had gone through a stage in my life for at least 10, 12, maybe even more years, I cannot remember, where I desperately wanted children. I was trying to have children. It didn't work out. And I suppose, maybe the perception was that, oh, she's being melodramatic in some way, which is totally understandable. I get that. So I began to feel differently. And it took me about 2 years to figure out, when I think back on it, I'm now 45, it took me about 2 years to figure out from the age of 40, from about my 40th, when things started to change. I literally went through a 2-year phase of complete anxiety, crippling anxiety, overwhelm, and I thought it was my job. While now my job and my lifestyle at the time definitely were a factor, I don't believe it was the whole of it, okay? So this is 4 or 5 years on. Everything changes. My energy changed. I put on 2 stone weight, over 2 stone weight. I was a lot more tired. I lost my sex drive. Nearly, definitely put a very trying time on my relationship. I get night sweats. I'm sure there's loads of other things, if I could think about it, that I do or don't have. So if you're new and you're watching, please say hello, don't be shy. And if you're enjoying this video, give us a thumbs up, share it with someone who you feel may benefit from it. So I suppose those are the things. And nobody teaches you that in school, right? I didn't even think about the menopause. The menopause was like a lifetime away. Now we're suddenly in the depths of it and we're like, holy shit, how do we deal with this? What do we do? What do we need to go to? So I'm just trying various methods and things that suit me. I like the natural method, so taking as many natural supplements as I can. I did try HRT for 6 months. It just, I didn't feel that it did anything for me. And if I'm being honest, the vanity, the vain side of me thought I would take it, because I know a couple of friends that took it and they said that they had lost a good bit of weight from taking it. And I thought, oh my God, this will be my saving grace. It'll help me lose the weight I've put on. But inevitably, I don't like taking things. I don't like putting things into my body. I've been the same. I took the pill for years, didn't like doing that either. So I'm kind of at the stage and age now that I don't want to be putting anything more into my body, unless obviously that I have to. And that's just me personally, as they say, to each their own. So I would love to hear like your thoughts on like the menopause. How is it affecting you? What are you doing? How have you found the support systems? What is it I can do to help? Is there anything I can do to help? I'm going to be sharing more, as I said, of this going along to help. Oh, hello, Linda. Menopause started early for me too. I'm on the HRT after having a hysterectomy at 33. I want to move over to something natural, so I'm going to try. I'm not great at pronouncing things, so bear with me. I probably won't be able to pronounce, but I know what you're talking about. Ashwagandha and the other one. Okay, I have heard of both of those, and I am taking sporadically. I'm not wonderful at the best of times. Is the black seed oil, and I also have done a lot of research on. I'm not going to get up and get it now. I've done a lot of research on, what is it? Oil. Natural oil. I'll pop it in the comment box afterwards. But it's basically an oil that you rub into the navel. What is it? I'm going to have to get up and get it because it's going to annoy me. I can't remember. That's another thing, isn't it? Is it? Memory lost? So yeah, in my research, I have found stuff with castor oil, okay? And it took me a long time to find it, and I'm wondering, is it because it's actually so cheap? Because a lot of the perimenopause and menopausal supplements are so expensive. I've tried Revive Active, which actually did make a difference, but it tastes absolutely disgusting and it was making me gag in the morning, so I'm definitely not taking that again. There's brain fog for me, like I'm in early onset. I can't cope with the rest. Okay, you can cope with the rest. Okay. So I'm going to try this. I have it for ages, and to be honest, I haven't done a whole lot with it. It's because you need to get an organic linen kind of a thing to wrap around your tummy. It goes into your belly button, and it's supposed to like go into your body more. So I'm going to try that. But as I said, I've tried various different products. I've tried the HRT, tried another one. Then outside of that, I'm taking the magnesium every day. I am now taking cacao as well with cayenne pepper. And I'm taking cod liver oil at night time. So as many natural products as I can. Okay, it's just castor oil, yeah. Now, I don't know if I've literally been putting it just into my navel, but if you follow a Dr. Barbara O'Neill, she talks about it a lot, about putting it into your navel, but it needs to be organic as well, an organic linen cloth that you put onto it. Now, of course, I've also read up a lot in relation to weight gain, not necessarily coincide with menopause, but weight gain with trauma, etc., and different exercises you can do to help that. But I do believe with the menopause, for me, and I know my sister is trying it as well, a little trial and error to see what suits you, what doesn't. Because as I said, my friend that's taken HRT, she finds it absolutely amazing. I don't really find anything with it as such. So it's about trying different things. You're addicted to her, you bought the oil because of her videos. Yeah. She definitely seems to talk a lot of sense, to be quite honest. A lot of sense. And that's why, like, it literally took me so long to find an answer about castor oil, because they basically want to shove all these products onto you. I don't know if you've watched the documentary with Davina McCall in relation to the perimenopause and stuff and HRT. And basically women being misdiagnosed. She talks about having extreme anxiety for about 2 years as well at the beginning, and about the amount of women who've been misdiagnosed for perimenopause, who doctors are prescribing depression tablets for. So look, that's a whole other frigging conversation that we could spend ages talking about. But as I said, I'm going to start doing something different with my YouTube channel. I want to start bringing more real stuff onto YouTube, different to TikTok, more open, more honest, more talking about life, behind the scenes of working and growing a business and all these other things. So I hope you follow along. Hi Gillian, 43, and I'm fully convinced I'm perimenopause, but I also suffer from depression and severe anxiety. So the doctor said go see a psychiatrist and try to get my mental health under control. Okay, so again, I'm not a medical person, but like there's, and they do say that you have to be a year without any period to be perimenopause, right? But when I went to the nurse to get my bloods done to check with the nurse if I was perimenopausal, to be honest, and it was a woman, even she was pretty dismissive of me, saying, oh, I'm too young and I couldn't be going through the perimenopause. What I would say to you is trust your own body. Trust your own body and the way your periods have been all your life since you were 15 or 16 years of age and when you started getting periods. My sister was trying the sage eye drops. I did watch that. It was an eye opener in the beginning. I was like, and into Christ, couldn't sleep, anxiety, panic attacks, sister driven me going through regulation with doctor. Okay, so this. Sorry, the lighting has gone funny. Okay, so what I would say to you is definitely 100% start doing the cold water showering or the cold water swimming. That is going to help with the menopausal symptoms, the anxiety and the depression, okay? Shouldn't tell you the results a year later. I thought you were going mad. Yeah. And that's why I couldn't. As I said, like I'm not hiding any facts. I've talked about it all on my stories on TikTok and Facebook and everything else. Like I was in that job where I felt completely unfulfilled. I was coming home, I was literally drinking too much alcohol, but I had constant anxiety every morning, getting up feeling sick. Yes, it was a mixture of the job and the alcohol, but I'm fully convinced now that a huge part of that was the perimenopause. You went through a year thinking, yeah. I think your own your own body, how it feels, we know, okay? So I hope this helps to like have a chat about it. We all go through such a lot, yeah. And you know what? We're our own worst fucking critics sometimes, or we give out to ourselves so much. We literally have so much to do, so much to juggle, work, life, home, everything else. We need to be easy on ourselves and we need to have each other's back and we need to help each other out. So let me know, Linda and Gillian, if you're still here, if it helps chatting about it. If it does help chatting about it, we could do a weekly chat about it, okay? We could do a laugh, we could cry, we could do whatever we want, really, couldn't we? And the fact that people are all talking and supporting now it's great. Absolutely, it was definitely much needed, and I've been saying it for a long time. And again, I've been saying for so long that I want to start coming on and talking about it. But I suppose when I was kind of going through such a lot myself, and I'm going to be honest, a big part of it for me was the loss of sex drive. From 15 years of age, I've always been someone who's had a sex drive, who's loved sex, is interested in sex. Literally went through a phase of like 4 years where my partner thought we were going to break up. He didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. I knew there was something going on, but also I knew that we were going to be okay. So when I'm going through something, it's only when I start to come out of it and go the other side that I'm able to start talking about it, because I need to process it myself. I'm sure you're the same. Seeing a psychological doctor trying out new medication and classes before he'll consider trying to see about perimenopause. The anxiety is the worst thing. So Gillian, please, my darling, try the cold water swimming. You have nothing to lose. I know it kind of sucks thinking of getting into cold water, but 100% is one of the things that I have recommended for my one-to-one clients. A lady who was literally on antidepressants for years. And I said this to her, and she was like, oh my God, what are you talking about? So I was coaching her for a number of months. And a couple of weeks passed, and I would say to her every week on the coaching call, do you notice any difference? Do you notice any difference? And she would always go, no, I don't notice any difference. But one week she came on and she said to her husband, oh, Linda keeps asking me, is there any difference? And the husband was like, hell yeah, I notice a difference. So please, it's free, and just try it for yourself. It's tough that we nearly have to fight our doctors. I feel your pain. And you know what? When I was doing some research on this as well, so when you train to be a doctor, and it's on the Gillian, what's her name? It's on the Gillian documentary on Netflix as well. When you're training to be a doctor, the menopause is just like a module, and you can choose to take that module or you can choose not to take it. So seriously, what does that tell you? That swimming sounds amazing. I love it when I do it, but I'm so far from the sea. Well, the shower then, Linda. Do it in the shower, my darling. Do it in the shower. You're so sick of feeling anxious and scared for nothing. I'm trying to improve my life, but it's so hard. I know, my darling. I've been there, done that, but you know what? We're here together. We'll help each other out. I can honestly say, and I'm not claiming I do it every day, and thankfully I have literally the lake outside my door. I don't do it every day, but when I need a reset or I know I'm whatever, I do it. It will absolutely 100% change your life if you make the commitment to do it. I will not the same as healing salt water. No, I know it's not. But you know what? Someday, maybe when I have this huge following on TikTok and on YouTube, I'll have a big event and it'll sell out, and we'll all be at my house in the lake or in the sea, and we'll be all swimming together, happy and free. So if you have any other questions or anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably pop off again. I'm going to have to go to the shop and get a few bits and pieces. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and please share this video with any other women or anyone that you feel will benefit from it, okay? Sounds fab. There should be women's weekends. Yes, there should. Absolutely, 110%. So what I'll do to close the energy of the YouTube, I'm feeling very happy. This is the first time I've actually come on YouTube and done a live where I've actually have 3 people listening to me. And thanks for the thumbs up, and please do make sure that you share it with anyone who you think will benefit. You want to go here too, okay. Card to close the call. So lean on God and the angels for support. Don't forget to ask for guidance, ask for support. Drop me a WhatsApp message if you want as well. I do have a new WhatsApp group set up where I'm going to share some stuff. I'm sending you lots of love and healing, and thank you for being here, and thank you for the chat, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Bye-bye.